Hey, welcome back to Dee and Dory.
Yes, welcome back. We hope you've been having a wonderful summer and a good week sewing, or thinking about sewing maybe, or thrifting, something. Lots of good sales going on, lots of yard sales around here, and estate sales going like crazy. So
Yes.
Anyway, yeah, and enjoying the beautiful summer.
And vacation time.
Vacation.
I just got back from 2.5 weeks on vacation in Phoenix, Arizona.
Yeah, nice. We don't go, my hubby and I, we really don't do vacation. It's too challenging. Anybody who has a similar circumstance that we have, vacations are not in our vocabulary. We can do some day trips and that kind of thing, but yeah, vacations, we do staycations is what we do, and try to make our home a nice, pleasant place to be.
The thing was, I missed sewing.
Yeah,
really
she didn't
did.
have a sewing machine. She didn't have sewing over there.
If where I was staying would have had a machine, I would have been sewing up a storm.
Yeah, you just kind of took a break from like everything in your routine, because she was house sitting actually for a relative of ours over in Arizona, which was cool.
Yeah,
a nice thing.
It was hot. Not cool.
Yeah, it was hot.
Yeah.
So, are they getting any other rain?
They had not gotten any rain yet. They have not had rain since, I believe, March.
I know, but
149 days or something.
So Arizona. Oh, so you've got California, Nevada, and Arizona, right?
Well,
is that how it goes? Because I'm thinking of Hillary, the
I know, and I
hurricane.
just talked to our cousin yesterday, and they did not have any rain.
Nothing.
They were supposed to, but they didn't.
Okay.
Now some parts of Phoenix have been getting little spots of rain, but where they're at, which is really a surprise, Arizona, it has not gotten the rain.
Yeah.
But I got to become friends with 2 little dogs.
Yes.
And a turtle.
Yes, she had this. They have a turtle for a pet that's outside.
Yeah, a desert turtle.
When it gets too hot, I didn't realize the turtle likes to come in the house.
He does.
So they bring him in, and he's not a tiny turtle. He's a big turtle.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
big turtle.
And he'll scratch at the door with his little foot.
Yeah, they have feet. They have 4 feet. They walk. Yeah.
He'll scratch at his.
I don't think they call it paws. I think they.
Yeah, I was trying to think. What do they call turtle feet?
Turtle feet. So anyway, if you're new to our channel, welcome to our channel. We talk about sewing and our challenges with sewing, and do pattern reviews for the items that we make. And we'd like to chit chat a little bit too. So.
And today is just going to be about our NewLook challenge.
It is NewLook challenge, and whoa, did I have a challenge with my NewLook?
I had a little bit of challenge with mine too.
And usually don't. Usually NewLooks are great. Yeah, I like their patterns.
But the one I picked this time, I'll never make again.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm letting the cat out of the bag.
You are.
So to speak.
So to speak. Okay, but we always start with an inspirational saying. And
yes, and this time, Miss Dee is going to do it for us instead of Dory.
Yeah. Now, this saying... Or this,
holy Toledo, it's long.
It is long, of course, me.
It's not supposed to be a book reading.
Well, it's not. It's not as long. You can time me. It's probably 30 seconds or less, I would think. But once I read this, and I actually knew, you will too know who wrote it. You may not. But once I knew the circumstances of her life, I thought, well, this was quite an interesting thought process that she came up with.
Okay.
And it's nothing new. You've heard this before. And this is what the saying is. I am determined to be cheerful and happy in whatever situation I may find myself. For I have learned that the greater part of our misery or unhappiness is determined not by our circumstance, but by our disposition. So a person's disposition is more like their thought process. So what do you think about that?
That's a whole paragraph.
It's one sentence. No, 2 sentences. Excuse me. 2 sentences.
So, what do I think about the saying?
Yeah, you need to. You always do that to me, so it's your turn.
Yeah, well, it is. It's our disposition. It's what we make out of things.
That's true.
Yeah. It's that's a very common saying, I think.
It is. And it's so wordy because, the time frame. This was written in the 1700s.
Oh, okay.
So, and it was written by Martha Washington.
Oh, Mrs. Washington.
Mrs. Washington. But these are her circumstances. And I don't know when she wrote this. I didn't have the date of when this was penned. But she was, of course, born June 2nd, 1731. Of course. And then she died May 22nd, 1802. She was 70 years old.
Oh, she's just close to almost 71.
Yep, almost 71.
Yeah.
And some of the resources, I was reading through this from Wikipedia. At times they had her dead at 71, and other times they had her dead at 70. So, it depended on, the month or whatever, if you did it by year. So she was, a little bit of history about her. She was first married at the age of 19, and she had 4 children. But by the time she was 26, she was widowed. So, that was kind of early on.
So her first husband died.
Yes, her first husband died. I did not know that. So
4 children and a widow.
Yeah.
At 26.
At 26. And her widow was 20 years older than she. The first husband was 20 years older than she was. So she got married at 19, so he would have been 39. Yeah. And he died of heart failure, is what he died from. But he was a very wealthy man.
Okay.
And left her quite a large estate and 4 children. In fact, her estate was worth over $1 million in money, is what she had by today's counting.
Okay.
And she had 17,000 acres of land.
That's a lot of land.
A lot of land.
17,000.
Yeah. So now here's, so she was widowed by the time she was 26.
Mm-hmm.
Only 2 of her children made it to adulthood.
Oh.
She had
that might have been common back then, huh?
It may have. Yeah, it may have.
Yeah.
And her youngest daughter died at the age of 17 from epilepsy in 1773. And then her only child that she had left died after she had married George Washington in a camp illness.
Illness?
Yeah, she used to, when the American Revolution came around, she used to go visit the camps, and she would nurse them, and she would sew. In fact, she created sewing circles for the military to provide for their needs, and it just said a camp illness. So at the age of 28, she married George Washington. So 2 years after, so she had some of the children lived on with George for a while, her and George for a while.
George.
Okay, so, but her and George were not able to have any children.
Well, it's a good thing she had some before.
But they all died, at a relatively early age. And then George, when he died,
she was still alive.
She was still alive. At the age of 68, George died. So George must have been a year younger or the same age, because he was 67 when she died.
When he died.
When he died.
Because she didn't die yet.
She didn't die yet. I'm getting this all crazy.
But she died 2 years later. 2.5
years later.
Did she remarry again?
If she died no, she did not.
Okay.
They were madly in love. They said George and Martha had a wonderful marriage because they both had the same goals in life. They thought they had the same thought process. She was really quite a successful business manager. She managed that estate of, back then it was a large estate with many homes on it that she managed and workers and all of that. But I didn't know George Washington died from a throat infection. He got a really bad throat infection.
Oh.
So, and he died.
I never heard of anybody
and it
dying
said,
of a throat infection.
Once he died, they said her health just declined. She lost the love of her life and
had a broken heart.
Yeah, and she picked out her the dress that she was going to be buried in, and she got all of her affairs in order, and then just kind of went down.
Wow.
But anyway, I thought she had really kind of a sad life. You know, all of her children died, and she had her first husband
Well,
died.
but she had a good attitude, so.
So yeah, that's
I
what I was
mean,
saying, to come up with this saying.
It's like the
saying
saying,
disposition.
is it better to have loved and lost or never loved at all? So is it better to have the children and lose them or not have children at all?
That's
So
true, but that's not the norm. That's not. Most of the time, people outlive their children.
that's the hope.
That's the hope. Yeah, that's usually how it
That happened in our
goes.
family. I mean, yes, in our family. And it happened in my husband's family. The kids are all still alive and
Yeah,
parents are
Yeah.
gone.
yeah, but it doesn't happen for everybody, because we all know of families that they've lost their children
yeah.
before the parents have died.
Yeah.
So, but the whole point is that it
The
doesn't
attitude.
it doesn't depend on your circumstances. You can find the positive in any not
See, this is
You can
why
make
she
it
doesn't do
positive.
inspiration sayings. And we've been 10 minutes in this video already. We haven't talked a bit about sewing.
All right, I'm done. But the thing is,
But
our,
the thing is-
our happiness is not determined by circumstances, but by our disposition. All right, you go first.
Okay, I made NewLook 6720. It says it's easy, and it is fairly easy. The only thing is, see how I made view A, which is what the model has on, and see how high up that neck, see how wide mine is?
You had to put in a.
We are not the same.
No, but
Yeah.
you accommodated for that. You did a full bust adjustment so it would fit you properly.
Yes, and it still looked
Yes.
at me right.
Yeah.
So that was the one thing I didn't like. I will never probably make this again. Although I think it looks cuter when I saw myself in the
Yeah,
reveal.
it's cute. I think it looks nice
But-
on you. I like it. I think because you were so frustrated with it.
Yes.
That's what I'm thinking.
So I had to add this modesty panel because it was immodest. I could have worn a little t-shirt under it, but I didn't like the bulkiness of it or something.
Yeah,
It just
yeah.
didn't look right, maybe with a lace and a
Or a
t-shirt.
cami, or a
It's
black
something just
cami
didn't
underneath
look
it.
right with it.
Yeah.
So
I like it the way it is now. I think it looks nice.
So I made the view A, and I used, my fabric is from a FabricMart Fashion Bundle.
Oh, okay.
So
Okay.
yeah, I think the fabric is very pretty. The flowers, huh?
Yeah, that's very pretty.
Yeah, I thought that, and I had quite a time trying to find
The lace.
because it's supposed to take 3.5-inch wide lace, which I could not find anywhere, but I found some at home.
Mm-hmm.
I got it out, and then I couldn't find it when it came time to sewing it. Like I had it before I started the pattern.
And you don't know where you put it.
I didn't know where I put it. And after I attached this, which is not 3.5, it's just a little bit under, I found it. It's right on the ironing board the whole time. Anyway, crazy. Sometimes you can't see your hand in front of your face, you know. But one thing I want to mention is there is on the inside,
And
there's
then-
a button tab
Oh, okay.
so that this lays nice across here. This will lay nice.
Oh, you put the button tab
and
in
I put the button tab on,
Okay.
but it doesn't mention. Sometimes it'll say, "Be careful that you don't get it caught when you do the pendulum."
Yes.
You know, and it did not say that. So I'm just saying, be careful that you don't catch it when you put the pendulum on the bottom of it, because you already have the tab in there before the pendulum goes on.
Okay.
And so that's
Peplum.
oh pendulum. Oh, that's hilarious.
Peplum.
Peplum. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, I was gonna say you're like a TikTok clock, a grandfather clock with a
pendulum.
pendulum swinging back
Yes.
and
Pep.
forth. Pendulum
Is it
or
pep?
peplum.
Now we've put anyway. I did get the pattern on sale at Joann's for $3.29.
Very good.
So that's all I really have to say about it. Would you like to see my reveal
I
on it?
I would.
So I like the back a lot. Actually, it doesn't look bad in the video.
It looks nice. It
Yeah.
looks very nice on
I
it.
don't-
I think you were just so frustrated with it that it's kind of tainted your view of it.
Yeah, it might sit in my closet for a little bit, and then I'll wear it. You know what I
It'd
mean?
be cute with the black slacks. It looks great with your white ones, but your black ones you could wear with it too.
Yeah,
And a black skirt.
yeah.
Yeah.
And I guess I really kind of wish this was it, but it shows it's shorter. I kind of wish it was just a little bit longer.
Yeah.
You
Well,
know?
you could have adapted that if you would have.
I could have had I known
Thought
ahead
about
of time.
Yeah.
That I was thinking it should be a little bit longer, but it was not hard to make. It was
Easy
not
to
hard.
make.
Yeah, yep, easy to make. So, but I will not make it again,
Okay.
just because for me,
You just had too much trouble with that.
this neckline thing.
Yeah. Okay. All
Yeah,
right.
so that's
well,
my
very
make.
nice.
I knew.
All right. Well,
What
my
about you?
make.
Yeah.
My make is also, of course, because it was a NewLook a challenge. Boy, we are good with our words today. NewLook challenge was a skirt pattern, 6,400, and I need to make myself a skirt sloper.
Mm.
I need new skirts, and I followed the measurements on this for my hips and my waist and everything. It was huge. So I took an even, where'd it go? Now this is what I cut off the sides, and these are doubled. So this is about a ½ inch on each side. So that's an inch on each side that I cut off, which would make it 2 inches. And it's
Mhm.
still just a pinch big. It's still comfortable. I can wear it. I don't think it's going to fall off me, but I'm really frustrated with the sizing because it just cut it down and cut it down and cut it down. So this went from a size, I think 18 at the waist, way down to a 14 when I put the pattern up against how it was cut down. And it's still a little bit big. Now, according to a 14 in here, my waist should be a 28.
Ooh,
Okay.
that would be nice, huh?
It would be nice. And actually, with an 18, it says your waist should be 32, and my waist is a little larger than that. So the sizing on this is really weird. And
Wonko.
even though you do wear, it's a dropped waist skirt because that had been popular for a long
Right,
time. And the hips on that is a 42. My hips are much larger than or a couple of inches larger than a 42. So from an 18 should really be a little small for me, should not work. So I went into the 14, which has your hip at 38, and it's still a little big. So I don't know the sizing on this. Just beware. I made view D, and I cut about 5 inches off because I did not want it to be
Maxi.
a maxi. Yeah. So I made it a little shorter than that, and I ended up putting an inch hem in the bottom of it to bring it up. But it was a simple skirt. It has a lapped zipper. Is that what you call it? When the fabric goes over the zipper. And the waistband, I don't know if we showed that on the reveal. We may not have. But the waistband ends up, on the view it looks like it's an inch waistband, but it's not. See, it's really tiny. It's a nice tiny fold over. But, it worked out well. So I really like the skirt. The fabric,
It's a nice basic.
oh, and that's what I wanted. I need to replace my skirts. And as you know, as you guys can tell, I love to wear just white t-shirts with a lot of my clothes.
Mm-hmm.
So I just like that look. So it has the waistband, and you have different views on here. This pattern has a lot of different types of skirts in it.
I like that UD.
That's what I made.
Oh, but it's got some kind of.
Yeah, well, I didn't put the decorative on it. I didn't put the decorative on there at all.
I like UD. Too bad you didn't make it.
I did, but I didn't put the decorative on it.
Oh,
Because I wanted a plain basic skirt.
okay.
Yeah.
Oh, I see.
You see? Oh, I see. So anyway, and this was made with wovens, and I bought this from FabricMart, this fabric. It's a non-stretch. It's a medium weight, I would call it. Not a heavy, but it's a nice medium weight.
Yeah, it's not lightweight.
And it is a dark navy. It's not black, a dark navy. So did you want to see the review?
Yes. let's
Okay.
watch it. Nice skirt.
Like it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it'll, I'll get a lot of wear out of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You put all kinds of things with it.
Yes, that was the whole point, that I can put lots of different tops with it, scarves with it, jackets with it, shoes, and yeah, just make it a nice basic skirt. But I am going to have to make a skirt pattern from a skirt that fits me well, that I can just kind of use and recreate and kind of widen it and narrow it as I wanted to at the, to make it a little more flare or more straight, because I have a terrible time getting those patterns for skirts to fit me. My body must be skewed, not like the normal.
Hey, did you get your hair cut?
Hey, I did, just like you. Only yours is just a few inches longer than mine, I think.
Probably. Mine's when it's cut. It's
Yeah,
very
it's
curly.
naturally curly. Look at all that curl.
Yeah. Yeah. So, I mean, if it was, straight, it would be longer.
Yeah, but it bounces up.
But it bounces
And
up.
mine's much shorter than yours. It's about collarbone length, is what she had said. So, but
Yeah, it was
hey.
time for trim, eh?
Oh yeah, it was, the back was yeah.
Mine was feeling so thin. I actually thought I was going to have to start wearing wigs.
Yeah, well,
so
it's not
thin.
as filled out again.
now
It
it's
needed
softer.
that extra weight and the thinness. Mine actually, the back of it, I had about this much of it where it was layered, where the last time I had gotten it trimmed, it was layered. And so that looked really bad now. So that had to go.
Yeah.
So I just got it. It's really a blunt cut is what it is. But
mine's layered, I think.
yeah, yours is layered to get all the curl, but mine, doesn't do that.
Okay, we have a viewer's make to share.
Oh, wonderful. A new look?
A new look.
All
yes.
right.
Yes.
Very nice.
So she said, it was so nice. She wrote this nice little letter. I love your YouTube channel. I thought I'd share my latest project with you. I got a new look in. The challenge drawn at the end of the zipper episode.
Cool. Nice.
It said this dress was pretty easy. The zipper was a little difficult because the directions weren't clear.
Oh.
A new sewer who has never done zippers would probably have to Google or watch a YouTube video to understand how to sew the zipper.
That's good to know. Good information.
So she made this pattern, 6202 New Look for Kids.
Oh, it's adorable.
Isn't that cute pattern? And look at what she made.
Oh, look at that. And she made it the two-tone.
Yeah, isn't
Very
that
nice
cute?
with the cute little butterflies all over it.
Yeah.
Aw, very nice. I love the way you did the color matching, the pattern matching there.
Yeah.
It's a cute dress. I bet it's adorable on.
Yeah, very, very cute. So we
Yeah.
definitely like the dress that you made.
Yes, it looks very sweet.
And thanks for the information, too, about what challenges there was with it,
yes.
so that we can share that with everyone.
Yeah.
Yeah, very, very cute. All right. Thank you so much for sending that in. It's from Corette B. Corette B.
Don't look at me.
So thank you, Corette. We appreciate that. We
It's
call
very
her
nice.
Corey.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you so much. That was very nice of you to send that in and share that with us and all the viewers. We appreciate that. And
Yes.
especially, like Dory said, the challenges you had with the pattern that you found. Yes.
Mhm.
So
Yes.
not a new sewer pattern unless you're experienced with those zippers.
Yeah.
So
So happy sewing, everybody. And if you have a project to send in, please don't forget to do so at isew2@mei.net.
yes, we'd love to see them and share them with others. So, we get to draw?
We need to draw.
Yay! See what our next project is.
Since you got to read, can I draw?
Sure. Just take that privilege away from you. It's the best part of the whole show.
Oh, really? Okay.
You usually draw the weird ones.
Yeah, but it's good for this time of the year.
Oh, yeah.
Tunic and leggings.
A two-piecer?
Yeah, tunic and leggings.
You put that in there.
I put them all in there.
I know, but you wrote that when you write them off. Tunic and leggings.
It's the right time of the year for that kind of thing.
It is. Yes, it is.
You know, in the fall, that's what you wear around
Yeah,
here.
but I'll wear black or navy.
You mean leggings?
Leggings, yeah.
Well, you can make black or navy leggings.
Yes. I have a pattern for that, so
See?
that's good. And the tunic, I probably have patterns for that too.
Yeah, the thing about leggings is I do like them a solid color.
Yeah, I
Because-
do too. So then I can put different tops
Yeah.
on them. Now, tunics can be different. Now, I can make it
Mhm.
different lengths because sometimes tunics just above the knee for me is great. I like that on me
I
versus the
just-
shorter
Yeah,
ones.
and I just bought a pattern on a Facebook Marketplace where the tunic comes down below the knees.
Oh, look at you.
Yeah, but that I'm not going to make that, I don't think, for this challenge. I don't know.
See.
We'll see what happens.
And that'll be probably in a couple months here. So it will be
Right,
in the
yes.
middle of fall.
Yeah.
Which is fast.
Coming,
approaching.
yeah, in fact, okay. This today is still in August. It's
When
not-
well, yeah.
yeah, we're
the-
taping this the end of actually, yeah. So, what did I want to say? Oh, a tree by our house is already changing colors.
Yeah,
Our
of
maple tree
some
is
of the
changing.
maples, and you can see my maple tree is just a little yellow around the edges. Some of them
Yeah.
are turning red already. a
Yeah,
little bit,
I
little
even had
red hue.
some leaves have fallen off already.
Yeah, you
Like,
can see over
wow.
there our little oh, what are those? Is that it? Sassafras tree? Is that the name of that tree? I
Don't ask me. I'm talking about pendulums.
It's
I'm the wrong person to say
Instead of
anything.
pepperlands,
Yeah.
that has little red leaves on it. You
Oh,
probably
yeah.
I
So
don't
fall
see.
is fast
Fast
approaching
approaching.
here in Michigan.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
Our
So-
nights, it's nice to have the cooler nights. Right now we're having a
Yes.
little bit of a heat wave, but that's going to be gone in a couple of days.
Yeah.
But the nice cool nights, pop those windows open and get out another blanket and sleep well. So,
All right. So just to review our saying quickly.
you notice that hint quickly by Martha Washington, who was born in 1731 and lived until she was 70. I am determined to be cheerful and happy in whatever situation I may find myself, for I have learned that the greater part of our misery or unhappiness is determined not by our circumstances, but by our disposition. So it's
Yeah.
how you view it, how you handle it, and your thought process.
So have an attitude of gratitude.
Attitude of gratitude. That's right. And that's all I'll say about that at this point in time.
So it's nice being with you guys today. We hope you enjoyed our program. Yes.
All right. So I think that's it. All right. So be sure to hit like, forward, thumbs up, subscribe.
Mm-hmm.
And we try to put out a video every Sunday.
Yes.
Once in a while, life gets in the way and we miss a Sunday. So if that happens, just hang in there with us and get for the next week.
Yeah. So we hope everybody's having a great week. We'll see you next time.
Okay, happy sewing and thrifting.
Bye.
Bye-bye, and be happy.